Hi guys, my name is Sana Kofi and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, I am a YouTuber and a farmer. I take the opportunity to video or document anytime I go onto my farm to encourage the youth to also go into farming. And so I've been farming for a year now and I've learned a lot. I'm using this opportunity to tell guys and educate people on how I made money from farming cucumber. It was the first thing I did as I went into farming. So this is the video right here you are watching. So luckily enough for me, my farm is just about 20 minutes drive from my home. So because of my very busy schedule, I'm just able to go onto the farm 2 days in a week. I try as much as possible, especially on my very busy weeks, to at least find a day to go onto the farm, right? In the weeks that I am extremely busy. Okay, so if you are listening to me and then you also have a very busy schedule and you want to start farming, these are some points I want you to know. I want to pre-inform you so you prepare yourself and then you go into it. Listen, if you want to go into farming, the very first thing you need to know is that farming is capital intensive, right? And so you need capital. Don't listen to anyone who will tell you you don't need money to go into farming. Farming is really expensive. Unless maybe you don't want to do it on a large scale, unless maybe you don't want to be commercial, go the commercial way, unless maybe it's just a backyard farming you are doing, you need capital. And this is the reason why I'm telling you need capital. In the first place, you need a land. If you have your own land, good for you. If you don't have a land, you need to lease the land, right? Either you buy it or you take the land on lease. And so this means the land will be given to you for some number of years and then you need to pay. It depends on the person giving out the land to you, the amount the person is going to take, and it involves money. And so in my case, for example, as you are seeing right here, the land is huge, right? And so you have to pay a lot of money for that particular land. And also in my case, because we didn't have any proper irrigation system on the farm, but luckily enough, we had a source of water close to the farm, you'd need to buy a lot of pipes, okay? And so you connect the pipe to the water source and then you buy pump. In my case, we bought 2 pumps because we wanted a pump that was running and a pump that should be on standby. Due to some investigation I did, due to some visibility studies I did, I learned that sometimes the pumps don't actually last for the time you'd expect them to last. And so it is good to have a pump and then you buy another one for standby. So another point that is also connected is for you to get trustworthy workers. You need to get workers who will always be honest, right? So in a situation like myself, in a position that I am in, I don't always go onto the farm. You need someone or you need workers who will always be on the farm, morning, afternoon, morning, afternoon. And so your workers need to be trustworthy. If you are giving out money, these workers are the ones going to use the money. And so there is a case of a man, right, just where I also did my cucumber farm, who never came onto the farm, and then he got a farm manager, and the farm manager was not trustworthy. The man spent about 50,000 Ghana cedis. And the day he stepped onto the farm, he saw that the farm manager had done nothing. And the farm manager had run away with the man's money. And so you need someone who is trustworthy as a farm manager. Otherwise, your money will be gone. Okay? You need workers who are trustworthy. Otherwise, your money will be gone. It is also expensive to get workers. In a scenario like myself, we had 2 workers. We had to rent for them because they weren't from the south part of Ghana, right? They were coming from the northern part, and so they don't know anyone here. We had to rent for them, we had to pay them every single month, and we had to provide food. It is also expensive when you are in a position like myself. And so anyone who tells you farming is not cost intensive. Farming is not expensive. Maybe the person is not doing it, as I said earlier on a commercial grounds. But if you are doing it on the commercial grounds, you need a lot of money to go into farming. So the next point is you need to know what you are doing. Learn what you are doing. For me, before I went into cucumber, I didn't know anything about cucumber. In fact, I didn't like cucumber. I didn't eat cucumber. But then I learned about it, I read about it, I saw the potential in growing cucumber. I studied my environment and saw the demand for cucumber was high. I knew that there were people who wanted to buy cucumber from farmers around my area. And so I decided to go into cucumber. And guess what? After I farmed cucumber, I fell in love with it because it made me a lot of money, okay? And so you need to know what you are doing, learn about it, read about it, get to know the conditions, right? The right atmospheric condition, get to know, read, right? You have a lot of information on the internet, and so you can get to know. Look at this cucumber right here, very huge. And so I'm just going to throw in a bonus, okay, as to how you maximize your gains on the farm. So you're seeing right here, this is I think one of our harvests. And one thing about cucumber, right, once you do it well, once everything is okay, you can harvest continuously for I think a month, right? You can harvest continuously for a month or close to 2 months. And so the video you saw, this was I think the first harvest we were doing, right? We were having the first harvest. Okay, so the video will come again, and then I'll show you something. So we are going through it. You are harvesting, right? You are done. You've been through the process. Now it's time to harvest. Okay, so the bonus I want to throw in is this. Most of the time, especially for myself and on my farm, right, the buyers of the produce, the farm produce, will come on the farm and then they will pay for them. And so obviously you are not going to sell it as the market price. So you are seeing right here, this was after one harvest, and the lady there is a buyer. So she sells this cucumber at a Ashaiman market. She says, she sells it to other people. Okay, so one thing is that these people come onto the farm and probably they'll buy it at half price, right, as compared to the price on the farm. And so if you are able to brand yourself, brand your produce well, if you are able to take it to the market yourself, it simply means you are making 2 times the money you'll be making on the farm. And so that's just, a bonus I had to throw in. If you want to go into farming, try to create the link, right? Try to eliminate the people who come onto the farm to buy it, the middlemen, because once you create the connection between yourself and then the people on the market who are selling it to the consumer, then you are assured of × 2 of the gains you'll be making on the farm. So this cucumber you're seeing right here, one might go for, let's say, Ghana is really hard these days, right? So if cucumber is the demand for cucumber is high and then the supply is really, really low, a big cucumber might let's say go for $1, right? A big cucumber might go for $1. And so you are seeing the cucumber there, lot of money, right? Lot of money. And then another point is, know that what you are growing is of high demand on the market. It is very, very important. A lot of people lose money just because they didn't know that their produce is not really needed on the market. Okay, so if the demand for cucumber is very low, because there are seasons, okay, so there are times where the demand for cucumber is or the supply for cucumber is extremely high and the demand is very low on the Ghanaian market. times like that, you don't really make a lot of money from cucumber. And so know and then steady that this time I'm growing the cucumber. By the time I'll be harvesting this particular produce, the demand will be extremely high, and then due to maybe environmental conditions, the supply might be low. Okay, if you are able to get that, you make a lot of money just because of high demand. So this is just a short video I decided to put together for people to learn what is going on, or people to be pre-informed on what to know before going into farming. My name is Sana Kofi. If you are new here, as I said earlier on, subscribe to this channel. I'm out.